day, listeners, and welcome to Tax Affairs. Tax Affairs is brought to you by Imo State Internal Revenue Service. My name is Chinaza, Nwoke, your host. Today on the program, we'll be looking at direct tax assessment for business owners as it relates to personal income tax and tax clearance certificates. My guest on the program is Mrs. Oyinye Simon-Ononobi. She is the head tax operation. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Thank you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
But before we go on, we'll be entering the streets of Owerri to find out people's opinion on direct tax assessment for business owners as it relates to personal income tax and tax clearance certificates. We'll be back after this time out.
My name is Pascal Nelly-Grace Chika. I'm the academic director of Nelly-Grace Fashion School.
Oh, right. That's what you do for a living, right?
Yes.
So do you pay your tax?
No, I don't. I just acquired my TIN number, so I'm here to pay my tax.
Okay, you know the right place to pay your tax?
Yes, I do.
Where do you reside?
I reside in Owerri, Imo State.
Okay.
Ikebe, to be precise.
Okay, so when do you intend coming to pay your tax? Or you just started?
I just started. I just
Okay.
got my TIN number, but I intend starting to pay my tax immediately.
Glad to know that you are still there. If you just tuned in, this is Tax Affairs and it is brought to you by Imo State Internal Revenue Service. I told you earlier, my guest on the program, she is Mrs. Oyinye Simon-Ononobi. She is the head tax operation IIRS. Again, madam, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Madam, let me ask you this question. What is direct tax assessment and personal income tax?
Okay. Direct tax assessment is one of the two components of personal income tax. Personal income tax, which was established by the Personal Income Tax of 2011 as amended, is made up of pay as you earn, which is payee, and then direct tax assessment. So let me just briefly explain the both. Payee is paid by employed individuals who are employed in organizations, whether federal, state, local or private. As long as you are an individual employed in Imo State, you will pay payee from your salary at the end of the month. Now, direct tax assessment is for self-employed individuals, or what we call business owners. Okay, people who are doing their businesses by themselves. So what they do is at the end of every month, they're supposed to self-assess themselves, determine what their income is, and then make the payment to the IIRS.
Okay, who should pay for personal income?
Personal income is two types, like I said. Payee, which is paid by employed individuals, and then direct tax, which is paid by self-employed individuals.
Yeah, who should pay?
Every individual over 18 years should pay for personal income tax.
How do we determine the taxable income of a taxpayer?
It depends on the salary or what the person earns. It's called assessment for a reason. From what you earn, that will determine how much your tax will be. It's not fixed, okay? So from your salary, if you are an employed individual, or from your income as a self-employed person, we will not determine what your tax is based on what you earn.
Which law or act requires taxpayers to pay personal income tax?
We have the Personal Income Tax Act of 2011 as amended. That's the law that specifies or stipulates that individuals who are earning income must make a payment to the Internal Revenue Service of any state where they are making the money from.
Okay, we'll be going on a short break now. We've been discussing with Mrs. Oyinye Simon-Ononobi. She is the head tax operation of Imo State Internal Revenue Service. She's been talking to us about direct tax assessment for business owners as it relates to personal income tax and tax clearance certificate. We'll be right back after this little break.
This is to inform the public that Imo State Internal Revenue Service has commenced the issuance of vehicle number plate, both private and commercial. On that note, whoever that is dealing with tax is at his or own risk. Please kindly walk into Motor License Office located at 76 Okeke Road and deal with staff of Imo State Internal Revenue Service. Signed, Dr. Ifeanyi C. Okeke, FCA, Interim Chairman, Imo State Internal Revenue Service.
Glad to have you back to the studio. We'll be talking with Mrs. Oyinye Simon-Ononobi, the head tax operation of Imo State Internal Revenue Service. Ma, at what percentage rate is this tax charged?
Well, it depends on the income. So we have between 7% to 24%, okay, of what the person earns, 24% being the highest, which is for incomes over 3.something million naira, 3.2 million naira basically. 7% be for the lowest, first 300. So it's between 7% to 24% of what the person makes.
What is TCC and what does it have to do with this tax?
Okay, TCC is tax clearance certificate. Now, it's requested by an individual after he has met his tax liabilities for 3 preceding years. Let me give you an example. This is 2022. If you are requesting for your TCC, you are supposed to have met your tax liabilities, your personal income tax liabilities for 2019, 2020, and 2021.
What is the penalty for not filing my personal income tax?
Okay. For payee, which is tax paid by employed individuals, you're supposed to have done your filing by the 31st of January of the next year. And the penalty is 500,000 naira for organizations, for corporate bodies, and then 50,000 naira for enterprises and the individuals. Now, for personal income tax or direct tax, as we stipulated for self-employed individuals, you're supposed to have done your filing by the 31st of March of the next year. The penalty is 50,000 naira for individuals.
Interesting. Now I have this SMS coming from Nelly Grace from Ikenebu. She's saying that she already has asked a tax identification number, and how can she start paying her tax?
Okay. In Imo State, we use what we call Imo Social Security Benefit Number, which you can obtain at any of our tax offices, either the head office or any of the local governments in the state. So she could come to any of our offices and obtain her numbers and then start paying her tax.
Yeah, Obina from MCC brought in a question here saying, does he have to pay tax since his business is not registered?
Yes, please. He will pay his personal income tax, which is not dependent on that business, which is dependent on whatever income you've made from all activities that are financial that you have carried out. And please, if he has a location where he does his business, he will pay some statutory taxes like business premises and others. Yes.
Tolu from Ikenebu wants to know if he should still pay tax in Imo State even when he is not an indigene of the state but does business here.
Yes, please. You pay tax in the state where you make your income from. It doesn't matter if you're an indigene or not. As long as you're earning from Imo State, you will pay your taxes to us.
I have yours here, Miriam. Miriam saying she is working from Worksley at Ore, and she is asking if remittance of tax can be done online.
Yes, please. You can use what we call a quick teller app to do your remittances, but we try to advise people to go to the bank or come to our offices so that they will avoid paying into a wrong tax head. So maybe when they come, we'll not put them through on the processes and they can go ahead and do their remittances by themselves subsequently.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mrs. Oyinye Simon-Ononobi, for coming to the program. Any word for our listeners?
Yes, please. I enjoin everybody to please pay their taxes and promptly. It is our social responsibility. It's what we are supposed to do to help the state grow better. If we do that, then we expect the state to also do what they are supposed to also do for us. So please pay your taxes.
Yes, it is a responsibility to pay our tax. Okay, you don't only expect the government to do theirs. We also have a responsibility to do here as well. So on behalf of everyone here, but before then, let me quickly chip in this. We have our phone numbers. You can reach us 070 44 14 3056 070 44 14 3056. You can email us at taxoffense@irs.tas or Facebook us at Imo Revenue. Our blog is a blog.irs.im.gov.ng. Our website is irs.tas. On behalf of the producer Olorunfemi Adedeji, the assistant producer Chidimma Obijiako. I'm not forgetting the research support Agba Isaac, Gracious Ngbokwere, Chimezie, Ibewike, and not forgetting my editor Chigozie Emeremgini, the executive producer Dr. Ifeanyi Okeke. My name is Chinaza Nwoke. Let's do this again, same time, same station next week. Bye.